Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Team Gullit YouTube channel. My name is Renzo, and today I'm going to be showing you how whenever I'm coaching, but also just when I'm playing myself, I'm analyzing my opposition in order to win the game, essentially. So what's going to happen, I'm just going to jump into a game, we'll do some live commentary and see how the game goes. It's not the best team, it's not a bad team either, but at this point you could argue that some of the teams are more often than not better than this squad. So let's see, our opponent playing some quick passes here. Like I said, I might be a bit rusty here, but this is a good win, and I can see my opponent is switching quite a bit already, and that was very fortunate, but we do end up scoring that one. I saw that my opponent is like quickly making passing moves and also just switching a lot. So yeah, he's doing a lot of skill moves, which tells me that I should be pretty calm in defense, and just always take into consideration that he is going to try and get past me. Even he might have a chance. Oh, look at those shot cancels. No. And in defense, he doesn't seem to be the best one-on-one defender, in all honesty, like diving a lot into tackles, and he's trying to go quick. So what you saw there, what I done with Davies, is just to try and quickly intercept the through ball, which I did. My opponent wants to go forward quite quickly, so gotta pay attention to runs in behind as much as possible. And that's a brilliant tackle from Kimmich there. The player lock, yeah, there again, he's just diving into a slide tackle. That's a heavy touch from Cafu. Quite fortunate here. Mbappe, fortunate again. I can't complain there, but honestly, my opponent is diving into tackles and such, so I just gotta, keep the ball kind of as close as my feet as possible, and I can also try and bait him. Like you saw there with Cafu, I stepped up a little bit to just try and bait him into playing that over-the-top through ball, which I did anticipate in time to still get there if he would play it. Here again, he's just trying to get down into space as quickly as possible, so I'm just anticipating on those touches directly forward in defense as well. There's a lot of space down the wings every time. Obviously, when you notice that your opponent is struggling a bit in defense, especially these type of passes will more often than not be able to give you a breakthrough quite easily. Because I can tell my opponent struggles a bit with player switching in general and just being able to cover multiple players, as well as putting pressure on the ball, because he tried to play that over the top through ball or just fully cover the run, and this time I just decided to put some pressure, mixing it up a bit, and my offense is a bit poor now. Does get a corner kick. I'm not sure what I can expect here. Probably just a near post. Oh yeah, Virgil. I didn't even notice Virgil was standing there. I should have covered him. That was poor for me. Let's see if he has it this time. No, he didn't, which tells me I have plenty of space to work with whenever I get in these one-on-one situations. Just using second man. Oh wow, he's just using second man press there and running away from the ball. So that's not the brightest of things to do, but it did work in the end there. Usually what can happen there, if you play your defense like that, you can just go for some quick passes and you will be able to open up your opponent's defense because he's just holding down second man press. Or you can just left stick dribble and wait for space to open up here as well. And my ball roll didn't connect there. But as you can see there, like every time I just get in those dangerous areas, I'm deciding to just play a bit slower and waiting for space to open up. And sometimes you can just go a bit more quick. As you can see here, Broby, some left stick dribbling. The passes are just not great, yeah. And here we go, step over. Just taking him on because I don't really rate his defense, and I should have shot a couple times probably. But there is Kimmich, and it's a goal. We might have a rage quit here, but this is what I mean. Like, you can just see from how your opponent really is playing. If he's playing this fast-paced attacking style, he's a bit impatient in defense, diving into tackles. You just want to play a bit slower whenever you get there. I got a bit fortunate with the first 2 goals, but yeah, this was just one half. So let's see what happens if we dive into another match. Stoichkov, I don't want to face that 5-star Stoichkov, so let's hope it's not. And he's got Ludovic Juli. I just know right now that I should have a more convincing left-hand side than his, because Juli is not that great and Davies is just so fast. So I should be able to get some good defense in there. And he defended the step over quite well there. He didn't dive in, so I couldn't get past him. If I did manage to get that right step over. So a 5-back, which means his build-up is mainly going to be through his fullbacks. And yeah, as you can tell, he's just keeping possession for quite a bit because his build-up does need to be a bit more secure. His wingbacks or left or right midfielders, I don't know what he's exactly using, are quite up high. So yeah, as long as I can cover those as long as possible, I should be okay. And there was some space. Got Van Dijk out of position. Malen, this should be a goal, but it's not. And this was just poor execution. Oh my god. So yeah, right there, I just know that because he's playing that 5-back, there's 3 center backs, and it sounds like that actually is a lot, 3 center backs, but I do tend to be able to reach my left and right forward a bit more easy against 5-back players. So you do want to get the ball in there quite quickly as possible, and then just try and bait out one of the central defenders and wait for passes to open up in the middle again, like I did there. But yeah, we obviously didn't manage to score in the end. As you can see here, that those step overs, that's a great slide tackle from Virgil, by the way. But those step overs will be able to have me accelerate, and obviously he needs to commit with his fullbacks because, as you can see here, or his central defenders, sorry. As you can see here, it's already a 1-on-1 every time. And as soon as I will be able to glide by one of the central defenders, I should have some space. But I'm just not able to convert yet. And here we go. We did score another corner kick again. I did see him not move his goalkeeper, so I was like, hey, let's try it. And Broby... Oh, that was interesting. Broby does have decent jumping, and like I think he has power header. I'm not sure. Power header did get nerfed, but yeah, like I said, it's just the fact that he doesn't move his goalkeeper and corner kicks being a bit, that was laggy. Being a bit overpowered, I knew that I had a good chance of just throwing it in there. And yeah, if we win the aerial duel, then you have a good chance of scoring in this game. Obviously, still trying to just block the wing backs or the left and right midfielders as much as possible and force him to build up through the middle, which he definitely is struggling with, as you can see. Also, whilst putting some pressure with the second man press on this central defenders, because obviously those are not the ones that he wants to have the possession with as much as he's doing right now. But that was a good attack from him. I had to defend to the best of my capabilities. Mbappe. And an easy cutback. Just getting to that wing again. And like I said, he only has 3 defenders, so he needs to commit with them. And in those one-on-one situations, just our strikers are already running and on pace. And yeah, the step overs are just beautiful for that, to drag out your opponent out of position and just keeping the ball and see whatever we get from there. He does apply some pressure on the ball whenever I'm building up, so I do have to be careful. As you can see, I'm able to reach my strikers quite easy against this formation. I'm just forcing the step overs sometimes a little bit too much, so I do know that he knows right now that whenever I play to my strikers, I'm trying to go for a step over, so maybe some quicker ball movement next time will help. And as you can see here, that is exactly what we're doing. But Broby, my timing is off right now with the green time finishing. Probably should have scored that. As you can see, that's mainly how we are trying to analyze our opponent. And this is, again, just the sheer fact that he's trying to counterattack that quickly. I noticed that he had some space. That was weird. In this last, 45 minutes actually, to build up and get anything, whenever there's some space, he will likely try to get that shot off or make a move as quickly as possible, instead of maybe taking a bit more time in left stick dribbling, so I can just go in with my defender straight away, try to actually prevent this person from getting anything going. But usually you want to defend a little bit slower than what I am doing right now, actually. So yeah, our opponent is playing again. Let's see what he has in store for us. Just me applying some speed boost in here, dragging out that central defender again from the middle. And yeah, and this is what I mean. You just want to drag out, especially against a free back formation, and reaching your strikers, getting into space, baiting out that central defender out of that position where they are very strong, paired up all together, and just finding some easy passes. So I hope you might have learned something of how I treat my games and see some of the stuff that I do. Obviously, you want to look at our pro players. They are even much better. I'll see you guys in the next video.